Not a long time ago, I used to think like multiple sclerosis was the worst and the most difficult thing that happened to me. Well, little did I know what was about to happen. Hello, my name is Christina, and on this channel we talk about multiple sclerosis and not only. And today is the not only day because I'd like to talk about and share with you something which is happening in my life at the moment because it's a very difficult time and I'm struggling, and sometimes I wish I could just die just not to deal with it and escape the situation, but it is impossible. Well, just a little background. I've had multiple sclerosis for about 15 years, and it's been aggressive multiple sclerosis. And as for my family members, I only have my grandmother left, and it is important. I have always wanted to live a life, to do things, to travel, to work, to meet new people. So mm, it's not surprising that I ended up living in a different country, not where I'm from. And just 3 weeks ago, I was there. Um, until one morning, I received a text message from my grandmother's neighbor that Christina, your grandmother, was taken mm, to hospital. She didn't know anything else. Like she just saw the ambulance car and that's it. Um, like even being in a different country, it was still possible to find out where she was and what happened to her. And of course, I started like to get ready to get back home. I found out that she was in the intensive care, and anyway, it wasn't possible to visit her, so I had some time to get back home before she was going to be discharged. It was like I tried to get my friends to visit her, but no visitors were allowed. I managed to find out that she had a severe heart attack, like really bad heart attack. But no, like she survived. So I was like, okay, she didn't die because of this heart attack. So I'll come back home. Like, we will try to recover. I'll be with her during the recovery time. I didn't think anything of it because it's not a stroke. So it's a heart attack which she survived. Like, she didn't die. So I Googled. I was like, okay, I wasn't happy, obviously, but I wasn't really pessimistic about it. So I got back home, and in about a day or two, she got discharged, and I had to take her back home. What I didn't expect is that she was and she is completely immobile. Um, she was and she is still so weak that she can barely sit. Not to mention standing up and doing anything. And just as a background, when I'm by myself, I eat once a day not to get tired, because if I get tired, I can't do anything else. So kind of, I can barely function just as much, all right? So just to function properly, I need help. And here I am with my aggressive multiple sclerosis, with a bedridden person who has zero energy to do anything, who can't even go to the toilet. And nobody told me at hospital, they didn't warn me about it. And my first week is a complete blur. I spent about 5 hours crying because like, what do you do in such situation? And I am completely by myself. There is a song, All by Myself. Well, that was me. Um, it was a nightmare, and it's still a nightmare. And I couldn't find any help, like to hire. It's very difficult to find a person to come to you, even for a few hours. And I didn't know that it was difficult. Well, it is difficult. So my first week, I like I was seriously thinking about suicide, because just imagine a person who can barely walk, and I need to make meals a few times a day, spend hours trying to feed my grandmother, changing her nappies, or another word, diapers. So um I had to lift her. It just, this is something I could not walk after this, you know. All I could do is sit. So in a matter of 1 week, my flat turned out to be one big rubbish bin, because I didn't have energy to go out to throw away any rubbish. um I don't know, I don't want to mention my friends. Let's say nobody wants to get involved in such situations, so it is painful to realize, but let's say nobody comes running to help you. In very difficult moments, you can only rely on your family. If there is one lesson I have learned, it is the lesson I have learned. And it's, I can't, because I'm smiling and I look like this, it's difficult for me to express how bad everything was and how bad everything is. But in about a week, I found help to come. So the lady comes like 4 or 5 times a week. She doesn't come for the whole day. I I think I've been here for about 3 weeks, and I've been outside twice, because when I get tired, it doesn't make sense. I can't walk. I can't focus on anything. I can't work. I'm worried about my financial situation, about my physical situation, about my multiple sclerosis, because I think multiple sclerosis will deteriorate because of such a stress. I don't know what to do. Um, I don't know what to do with my grandmother, because there is a big emotional part in it. I don't know what to expect. Every day something new hurts in her, and I can't even talk to my family members because there is nobody. It's such a pressure. It's like a huge concrete brick fell on me and pressed me to the ground, and I can't get under it. I can't get out. I can't get out. I don't know what to say. I sometimes I lie down at night and think, I wish I would just die, because I don't know what to do. I'm worried about my future, worried about my grandmother's future. I feel that my mess is deteriorating really quickly. I I need help, I guess, which I can't get. So I feel as if my life is over. Maybe only temporary, but I don't know how temporary it's. I Yeah, so this is the situation. I think I left out a lot of details, but if you think that your life is difficult, just imagine a person who can barely walk, who can barely do things, trapped with a bedridden person who you still care about, and you are absolutely alone in this situation. And there is no good way out of it. Yeah. So that's a little story, a little update. And I do hope you all are going to have a great day. Mwah.